You know how your favorite apps just work on your phone, your tablet, your laptop? It's seamless? Well, the magic behind that is called cross-platform development. And for the people actually building those apps, it's a massive headache. But what if AI could make it all a whole lot easier? That's exactly what we're going to dig into today. Seriously, why is this so hard? If you've ever been near a software project, you know this pain. You're trying to make your app look and feel perfect everywhere, but you're battling different screen sizes, weird operating system quirks, and what users expect on an iPhone versus an Android. It's like a puzzle where the pieces keep changing shape. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the puzzle itself. Then, we'll introduce our new teammate, an AI-powered assistant. We'll see how AI fits into every stage of development, talk about the all-important human side of things, teamwork and security, and finally, connect it all to the business bottom line. All right, first things first. Let's really get to the heart of the problem. What makes this whole cross-platform thing so difficult to begin with? The dream of cross-platform is beautiful, right? You write the code once and boom, it runs everywhere. We've got amazing tools like React Native and Flutter that get us close, but here's the catch. For all that efficiency, you open up a whole new can of worms when it comes to performance, testing, and getting that design just right on every single device. And this is what the process usually looks like. Now, this seems like a nice, neat list, but in reality, it's a tangled mess. It's not a straight line at all. A small misunderstanding way back in the planning phase can turn into a huge, expensive bug that you only find weeks later during testing. The whole thing can feel like walking through a minefield. So how do you get through that minefield without everything blowing up? Well, what if your team had a new kind of member, one that could help you see the path ahead? The truth is, as apps get more complex, our human-only workflows just can't keep up. Developers are spending so much of their brain power on repetitive, soul-crushing work. They're writing the same boilerplate code again and again, hunting down mysterious bugs, or trying to figure out a decision someone made who doesn't even work at the company anymore. Now, this is where it all clicks. Look at the difference. On the left, you've got the old way. Slow, frustrating, and full of friction. But on the right, that's the future. AI isn't there to replace developers, it's there to be a force multiplier. It gets rid of the grunt work so engineers can focus on what they're truly great at, solving the hard problems and building incredible things for users. Okay, so what does this actually look like day to day? Let's walk through the entire development process and see how an AI assistant, we'll just call it Claude Cowork for our purposes, can really change the game at every single step. Right from the very beginning, this AI can act like your senior architect. It can analyze your project's needs, suggest the best way to build it, and even help you choose the right tools by comparing different frameworks. Think about that. Spotting a potential issue before a single line of code is written, that saves an unbelievable amount of time and money down the road. And then when you're actually writing the code, the AI is right there with you, like the ultimate co-pilot. It's suggesting best practices, making sense of confusing documentation in real time, and making sure everyone on the team is writing code the same way. That means fewer bugs for sure, but it also means you're building a healthier, more stable app for the long haul. Ugh, testing. For cross-platform apps, this can be an absolute nightmare. But with an AI assistant, it's a different story. It can automatically generate test cases for you, and this is huge. It can find those weird, obscure edge cases that a human might never think of. You know, like what happens if a user with a cheap phone gets a call right in the middle of making a purchase. It's like having a super intelligent QA team that never sleeps. And let's be real, the job isn't done at launch. Not even close. In fact, maintaining an app is often the most expensive part. But an AI can make this so much easier. It can help new developers get up to speed on old code, guide the team through painful OS upgrades, and even analyze user reviews to find trends you might have missed. Okay, we've talked a lot about the technology, but what about the people? How does AI change the way teams work together? And maybe most importantly, how do you handle security? This is where it gets really powerful. The AI becomes a communication hub. It can take a complex technical concept and explain it in plain English for the marketing team. It can help developers break a huge feature down into small, manageable tasks. It's basically a universal translator, making sure everyone, no matter their role, is on the same page. Now for the big one, trust. This is non-negotiable. With these systems, the human team is always in control. The AI never gets access to sensitive production data, and every single piece of code it suggests is reviewed and approved by a human engineer before it goes anywhere. It's a powerful assistant, but one that works within strict boundaries that you define. And this quote right here just nails it. The AI is an advisor, a really, really smart one. But the humans are the decision makers. Period. This is all about partnership, not replacement. Okay, so this is all great for the development team, but what does it actually mean for the business? How does this all translate into real-world results? Well, the benefits are pretty clear, and they're things that every business leader loves to see. Faster development cycles mean you beat your competition to market. Less rework means you're not wasting time and money fixing preventable mistakes. And better code consistency means you have a more reliable product. It's a win-win-win. And think about this. Growing a team is hard. But with an AI, you can bring new hires on board and get them productive in a fraction of the time. The AI acts as a living document of your entire system, preserving all that crucial knowledge that usually walks out the door when people leave. That's a huge competitive advantage. So at the end of the day, this isn't just about moving faster. It's about building fundamentally better software. It's about building it with confidence, knowing you're making smart choices, and building it with a level of consistency and care that was just harder to achieve before. So look, the future isn't about humans fighting against AI for their jobs. The future is about humans working with AI to do their jobs better than ever before. The teams that figure this out first are the ones that are going to win. So the only real question is your team ready?